What's up, guys and gals? Welcome back to the Nerd Castle for the next episode of Subnautica. In today's episode, I'm going to change the color of the interior. I don't know, coffee color ain't working for me. I think we either got to go with like the red to match the exterior, or you would go with whatever's in between, and instead, I'm just going to go with white. A white interior. Yeah, I feel like that does look better. I mean, you could make that match right there, but then again, there's enough white fixtures left on it to make it look good, so I think I'm happy with it. I think I can live with the way our Seamoth looks for the next little bit. Welcome on back. In today's episode, it's mostly going to be hunt and fetch. It's going to be us looking around at new biomes, trying to figure out what exists where so that we can continue down the upgrade tree. We also need to lock down where the next couple pieces of the Cyclops are, because I'm not really sure where that's hiding from us. And until we figure that out, we're going to hit a little bit of an impasse. It is what it is. Impasse, whatever you want to call it. God, those peepers are getting hella big in there. Those peepers are enormous. These guys should hatch in a little bit. They should be alright. It's actually pretty common for fish to drop their eggs like that and just like forget about them. They don't take care of their babies. They're not good parents. They breed by... My dad has a pond and he raises koi. And so anyways, you learn all these intricacies and stuff like that. My old man loves his koi. That is until... So we live in the middle of the city, but a stork... Like, I'm not even messing with you. A heron or like a stork or some shit landed in his pond and ate all of his koi right when they were starting to get big and valuable. And he was just like, oh my god. I'd be kind of upset too. Koi take forever to mature. Like, you work on that shit for a long ass time. I need to get some titanium. So the first thing we're going to do is we're actually going to add a few more little modifications to our base area. I would love some more quartz though. I will never turn down quartz. Oh yeah, I was going to plant more creep vine. That's what I was going to do. Let's go ahead and we'll make a few more creep vine plants here. And that'll get them going. We'll have our own little creep vine forest so that we never have to go that far for lubricants ever again. So that's done. We have to swim like 8 feet to get lubricant now. Should be nice and easy. And I probably will end up in between episodes making like 10, 20 lubricants so that no matter what, we've just got like a stock that will last us the rest of the game. I need a flashlight because I cannot see worth a damn right now. And I think we've killed most of the metal off in that direction. I will more than likely have to wander out this way in order to find more salvage. The other option is I've got my radiation suit on. We could go to some of the lesser irradiated areas if we really needed to, in the hopes that we could track down some fat stacks of metal. It's also an option to go into... back to the surface. I can also break down all those upgrade boxes and whatnot to try and get myself a few extra titanium here and there. And while I know this is not necessarily the most thrilling way to spend our time, it is necessary, and we do need to do this in order to kind of solidify our supply of metal. You go through a lot of titanium in this game, like a severe amount of titanium. It's always surprising to me how much titanium I can bang out on like a daily basis. You can go through a 40 or 50 stack really rapidly, and since the stuff doesn't stack up, it's hard to keep a good supply of it as well, because the storage solution that's required in order to have like a ton of titanium, it's considerable. You need a lot of it. You need to have it around. It's kind of dark in here. Oh, there's some more metals. My inventory's full though. That's okay, because that's all that I was really looking for anyways. I was just trying to get myself all nice and locked in with regards to titanium, because we have further things. Ran out of battery, ran out of juice. The juice was no longer on the loose. We actually need to add some stuff over here. I want to do my observatory really badly. The observatory is something that really resonates with me. It's something that I want to accomplish. And so chances are I'll more than likely just bang out the rest of this titanium and then spend it building that up so we can put the observatory in, and that's where all of our plants and stuff will go. I think it'll look cool. I'm excited about trying it out. I want observatories with plants inside of them. And so we're going to make our job a little bit harder while simultaneously... There we go. Metal salvage. So we should be able to get quite a bit out of there. I'd love it if the metal salvage had a chance to give you like one of like other things. I think that would be really cool. This would also be a good opportunity for us to get our plasteel ingot. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to do that. So we got the titanium ingots right there. Big old stack of rolled metal. And now that we've got that done, I don't know, the joke that I tried to make right there, what I was going to do is I was going to make rolled metal. It was like the rolled doll version of heavy metal, but nah, whatever, too difficult. We need uranium, or we need lithium, I guess. And I have loads of lithium, so that should not be a problem. That'll give us our plasteel ingot. so that I think I needed a computer chip as well, now that we're on the subject. And the computer chip wasn't too bad. I just needed some quartz, and I needed some silver. And then aside from that, I needed a few more. Do I have any more of the... I got one table coral sample. Let me go stock up on those real fast. We don't have to worry about those anymore either. I'm the kind of person that I like to have like a big-ass stockpile of everything I'm ever going to need whenever I play. Yeah, I think that was the last one we chiseled off right there, too. Destroying nature so that we can build stuff. The original description of these said that they had like gemstones inside of them that you could use to focus beams and stuff like that. And so I guess that's the overall like lore heavy reason why table coral supplies you with what you need to make computer chips. It had some kind of gemstone or something inside of it that they said was useful. I don't know if it still says that. It may or may not. Contains trace precious metals. Okay, so they changed it around a little bit from the gemstone excuse. Now then, we've got the stuff we need for the computer chip. That should be all that's required for us to go back over this way. We can make the pressure compensator so that now we can go down to 400 meters, which is way more acceptable. That'll allow us to get, quite frankly, balls deep up in some of the new zones without having to worry about our oxygen. We can also do, we got a plasteel ingot. Yeah, pressure compensator we absolutely need. Power efficiency module, I don't think we need. Seamoth solar charger, I don't think we need. Because my explanation for this, we need an advanced wiring kit for perimeter defense. Perimeter defense is really, really good. It costs a lot of electricity, but it allows you to zap the water surrounding your Seamoth, and it electrifies everything that's around you, which gives you the ability to kill it. We can also put in a Seamoth sonar if we wanted to. I wasn't a big fan of the one that comes on top of the Sea Glide, though, and so if it's anything like that, I don't think it's going to be that useful. So we'll go with 2 advanced wiring kits here, and I think that's where we're going to start getting into like the real stuff, because I think we need computer chips for that, and on top of the computer chips I think we also need gold and some other stuff in order to make this happen. So we need gold times 2 and computer chips. We have, let's take note of what we have right now versus what we don't have. I only have 1 silver, so we need to go farm some silver. We have quartz on board, I think, around here somewhere. Like quartz we should have. Oh, I built windows out of it. That's what I did with it. I was like, why the hell do I not have any quartz around here? Guess I don't have any quartz then. Okay. Well, we'll need that too. I suppose we'll go off on adventures then. I know I sound down about it, but I wanted to accomplish things. Let's use this titanium to build on our base like I said I would. Constructor. Give me another multi-purpose room. We'll probably only take this up by 1 just to give us the clearance to put in the observatories. So there it is, and then if we wanted to do the observatories, you could put 1 right there. So I will start with that, and I don't know if we can start with 2 of these. They take enameled glass, which is a little bit more... It's a little bit less cost effective. And if we're really lucky, if we're really, really, really lucky, this will fit right here. It does! So there's our observatory wing. I'll probably take this up another layer too, and then we'll more than likely attach a scan room to it, although we've got room over here for the scan room. So it's possible that we can make the scan room happen breaking off to the left right here. I don't know exactly how the scan room places though. Like if it places on top of some of this stuff. It's also kind of off to the left right now. It looks like the scan room is its own self-contained thing. And so we might be limited by altitude right now. Like I might need to raise this up by 1 and then take it out and then put it on there just like I had to do with the observatory. But you're getting a rough idea for how things are going to start to look around here. I'm really, really excited about the aesthetics that we've got going on. Let me get some oxygen and then we're going to jump back in the Seamoth. We should have an okay amount of space for some of this stuff. Let me dive back down, and I don't think I'm actually going to need anything aside from the Sea Glide in order to get us locked in with some of the little fibrous nodes that are sticking off the sides of these little bastards over here. I also wouldn't hate it if we could bring back some of these, a grassy plateau egg. Okay, I'll take 1 of those. Sure, why not? How big is it? It's actually not that large. I'm kind of wondering what we're going to get out. Probably spadefish would be my guess. If I had to hazard a guess. Actually looks like we've done a pretty good job of mining this area. There's some stuff left over here. And considering we're only looking for silver, this might be a little bit lackluster of a farming area. Man, I always lose sight of that shit in the tall grass. There's one. There's the silver that we required. Oxygen looking a little sketchy, but you know what? Let's be risky. I got time. A little bit more silver ore. Perfect. I need like stacks and stacks and stacks of silver ore if we're going to make this all work with the computer chips and whatnot. You need computer chips for a lot of stuff. You got to make those little... to make those processing units. Otherwise, it is going to limit what you can accomplish with regards to your upgrades. Battery's still looking pretty good. I find that it's best to look for these things before the grass loads completely, and then you'll be a little bit more solid. Some gold. There's another one right here. A little bit of copper. I actually don't hate that. Copper is weirdly useful here and there. I think there's another one. Nope, not one right there. Mild dehydration happening right now. Shouldn't matter. I should have time to farm this out. And then, yeah, silver. There we go. Perfect. Lots and lots of silver. Good. That's actually what I was hoping would happen out here. Got fish fighting and doing all kinds of fun stuff down in this area. Looking around for casually dropped eggs as well, but not seeing anything. Hopefully we can get another stalker egg and they can start breeding inside the aquarium. And then what we'll do is we'll just like routinely feed the stalkers to the bioreactors so that we have ourselves a little bit of extra power as we go through our adventures right now, because we're relying entirely on solar power at the moment, and that can be a bit of a bad choice. It's not the worst choice you can make, but it can be a bad choice. I will more than likely reinforce a lot of the little holes that we have around here. So like these little corners right here can take a reinforcement, I think, from our lithium. We already slotted in our 2 right there. I'll probably put another one on the top for the bonus HP, and then I'll probably put one on each side here so that we have that going on too. But these are all things for consideration later on. What's my total haul? Got a bunch of silver. We need finalized quartz here. I'm going to start storing silver with the precious metals, just because it keeps things a bit more organized and it saves me a tiny bit of space. So we've got the silver in there. We've got that going on. What did I just pick up in here? Nothing? That's what I figured I picked up, because I make problems for myself like that. Throw those in there. Non-precious. Yup. Titanium yizzle. I will also put the table corals in there for later. Need to drop that egg off in our aquarium. And then final things we need to do. We needed agua, and we needed it badly. So let's jump up in here and see what they got for us. My hope was that, hey, and my hope was confirmed. I was hoping we would have 2 of these ready to go so that we could recover our vital signs instantaneously. We need to slot the pressure compensator in the Seamoth, but that's a long walk, so let's wait until we get our other stuff done. So we needed silver. We needed quartz, which we don't seem to have any longer, because I, like an idiot, converted it into glass. I wanted to have more portholes so that we could see what was going on with our base. I mean, honestly, we got a thing right now that we could survive in indefinitely until we have like a medical emergency. Let me swap out a new battery here. I think that other one's starting to struggle. Starting to have a little bit of a problem. It's having potency issues. I won't say it too loud though, it'll feel bad about it, and we don't want to hurt his... We want to talk about his issues without hurting his self-esteem. I actually don't see any cords down here. Was hoping we might get lucky. Let me get some bubbles up the butt real fast. Those anal bubbles. Yeah, booty bubbles. Popping it. Booty bubbles. Making me feel so much better. There's also, I need another stalker egg. And so this area, I've got an ulterior motive in here, because I wanted to stock up, and not with the ALK, with the OCK. But I wanted to stock up. There's one right there. I'll take that. Yes, please. Hit the lights very quickly. I actually don't see what I want down and in here. Oh, it's a limestone outcrop. I thought it was a stalker tooth. There's one. Don't mind if I do. Can never get enough of those things. The easiest way to do it is just to hand off the things that you want to hand off. Oh, shit. I messed up. Those things hurt you. Those little dangly things that are on the top of the cave. They don't feel good. They don't feel good at all. Let's catch Bubble here. I don't want to go up to the surface because I'm lazy. Give me bubble. Give me bubble or give me death. That's actually the choice that you're lining up right now. Bubble or death from drowning. Okay, well, fine. If they're not going to make it easy on me, then we'll go out and we'll see if we can track down some more quartz elsewhere. This zone does not appear to be stocking us up with the lovely little things that I like to have. That chug, though. That chug is always present in this game. It's not my favorite thing, but it does exist. There's some quartz. Probably fill up the rest of my inventory with it if I'm fortunate enough to do so. Like I'm always farming this shit like all the time. Hey, quartz cavern. Good. Grab that right there. In general, quartz growing on the surface like this would not actually happen. My rationale for that, to explain to you why that would not happen, quartz is typically something, it gets fragmented very, very easily. Quartz is very strong when you apply pressure to it, like material-wise, it's a strong material, but it's not good with vibrations and fractures. It fractures very easily. And so anyways, typically what happens is you get other trace minerals inside the quartz that weaken it. They make it not suitable for growing on the surface like this, and so the natural motion of the ocean and the natural kind of, you'll just have particulate matter floating in the water, will kind of wear on it over time. Normally it's the stuff inside of there. Normally it's a chemical process. It degrades very, very easily. Prismatic quartzes like these you tend to find inside geodes, and those tend to be of much higher quality. They might be of differing colors, just something for you to think about. Like if you can get like a red quartz, a yellow quartz, a brown quartz. You can get all kinds of... Can I get the gases off of you? Are those the gas pods right there? I don't know that they are, but they're the only thing around here that strikes me as being particularly gassy. And so that's what I'm leaning towards. Maybe I'll look it up in between episodes, or maybe you can enlighten me in the comments where the gas pods come from. But I'm thinking that's what it looked like right there. I don't know. Maybe we capture one of these and they leave gas pods around. Inventory full. So yeah, that looks like what we need to gather right there. But you got to do it quickly, and you got to have a steady hand in order to make that happen. Otherwise, you're going to get gas bombed. But I would much rather have the gas torpedoes than the normal default vortex port torpedoes. And that's just because the gas torpedoes do a better job at running things off and actually harming them. They do damage. They're one of the few weapons in the game that actually does damage. And so I would recommend it. We've swapped out yet another battery straight through the front door. Put that away. I need to get this battery charger up and kicking. And now is not really the time to do this because it's... Oh, we put a good battery in there. Hold on. Where's the good battery? Good battery. I've got other batteries in here. I know that I do. It's nighttime, so we're going to lose a little bit of power right there. That's actually going to cause some draw. But I can live with it. I can live with it. We need table coral right now. Table coral, where did I put you? Okay, table coral. We are going to make computer chips. Don't chew on them. They are not delicious. They will hurt you. They are not nutritious. They are more than likely poisonous. When I'm putting my cards on the table here, we'll make 2 advanced wiring kits, and then for now, our Seamoth will be about the most kitted out it can possibly be. So let's grab our gold from inside of there. I already got the quartz rocking. I'm going to put that back in here with the non-precious solutions. It's weird how that was like the perfect amount, isn't it? I don't know, it weirds me out. And then from here, we'll get our 2 advanced wiring kits. That's going to burn through a lot of the gold that we've been storing up. I told you, you're going to use a lot of gold as time goes along. Just stack it up for later, and I promise it'll be okay. Posters still looking pretty good. It's weird that posters aren't on posts, but I guess that would be called a flag. See, where's the line drawn? Flags should be called posters, and then the things that we put on walls should be called wallsters. My guess is it's because you post a flyer or whatever, and then it becomes a poster, but meh, I don't like that logic. I don't like that logic at all. You can tell because I'm getting mumbly right now. We've got the Seamoth perimeter defense system. Be careful, that uses up a bunch of electricity, so you don't want to overuse it. And then we've got our sonar system, and you can kit this out. Once these go in, you can take them back out as much as you want to. I love the way that the slots are actually filled with things once you put them in there. I think that that's a very, very cool feature. Pressure compensator right there. We can go to crush depth of 300 meters. I thought it was 400, but I guess I was wrong. We can also put that in right there, and that's all the upgrades that we can muster for the moment. The trunk also goes inside of there, so things to keep in mind along the way. You only get the 4 slots. That's all that you get, so make do. I tend to go with the utilitarian stuff, the things that... Oh, the egg hatched. And there's our little baby stalker right there. Little baby stalker. Cool stuff. I also need to drop another egg in here, as far as I know, right? We've got the stalker egg and we've got the grassy plateau egg. I think the stalkers that are in here shouldn't bother you. Oh, I was going to say, is it dropping like, why is that not coming out of my inventory? That's a little weird, but we need another stalker in here, so I'm okay with it. We may have also hit our cap. I think this might have as much stuff as it can possibly have in here. So we may want to think about cleaning out some of the fish in order to make this fit a little bit better. Where's my exit? There it is. Sorry. I lost track of the exit, and that's not a good thing when you don't know how to breathe water. It's a bad plan when you don't have gills. Let's go ahead and get ourselves all nice. We actually might lose power tonight. We might lose power. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see what happens here. How come I don't have flippers on when I'm inside? And why am I walking so slow? I'm getting stuck on walls and shit right now, and it's making me a little bit nervous that something bad is going to happen. Let's cook those boomerangs. Cook those peepers. I think I only picked up one of those, though, so it's not anything to really worry about right now. Vital signs have stabilized, so I'm happy with that. I can live with it. And I may actually clean all the boomerangs out of here. Maybe even the bat ray or whatever it is right there. I don't know. Yeah, let's clean out the boomerangs so that we got a little bit more space to play around with. And then that leaves us with, actually, now that I got the water purifier, I don't much need the air sacs anymore either. I mean, there's still some in here. We got a rabbit ray, that's what it's called. I always forget what they're called. Cool. And now we will take these over to the reactor, and we will use them to generate electricity, because it looks like we are going to have a power problem in the near future. And solving that, to my mind, becomes an important thing. So let's jump up to the top floor. This will probably be one of the last things we do right here. You can feed just about anything biological into the reactor. Like, no lie. You can put, like, anything in there that you really want. Put the grassy plateau egg in there if we want. The eggs actually do a pretty good job of powering things. I don't know why that one won't go inside of there. My assumption is that it won't go inside because it's got the space. I don't know, maybe it just doesn't want me to throw an egg in there. Shit if I know. The universe is a confusing place. I'm going to throw this other stalker egg inside the aquarium. And that's going to be it for today. My name is Splattercat. Thank you for dropping on in for another episode of Subnautica, where we continue to do random busy work type stuff. I can't tell if that's bugged or not. It actually looks like it's bugged. Okay. Well, then that's probably why it's not working very well. Still, we want to grow some of these stalkers, and my logic there is that you can feed them to the bioreactor and they last forever. You don't have to worry about power for like a very, very long time. Power is indeed going to go out unless the sun is coming up shortly. It's not, so we're going to lose our life support for a little bit. It's unfortunate. Was not necessarily planned on, but I've got the plan to fix that in the next episode. Essentially, we just need to have more power lined up. What's weird is that you can't build batteries or anything like that in the solar things don't hold their power after they go out for the day. And so anyways, weird stuff to be dealt with here. My name is Splattercat. I will see you all later. Bye, everybody.